On April 6, 2023, Chiang Mai in northern Thailand was covered by a poisonous fog. Caused by burning fields, the toxic gaze covered the city for weeks, while the government seemed to remain unbothered. There is almost a complete absence of air pollution standards in Thailand's agricultural system. April is the peak of the pollution in northern Thailand. What better place and time a setting for today's adventure? Amid this environmental disaster, we left Bangkok to soon land in the world's most polluted city. The last destination of our travels in Asia was Chiang Mai, Thailand. Chiang Mai is a city in the northern part of Thailand in a jungle-like region. We got there at the worst moment ever. A few days before we left for Asia, there were some health warnings issued regarding the city of Chiang Mai, but also Thailand in general. The pollution levels were at a record high. We decided to keep our itinerary. We didn't want to change anything. Everything was already booked and we didn't want to go into that type of hustle. We already knew that probably we would have to wear masks all the time, which we did. But as soon as we got to Chiang Mai, we couldn't even see the mountains from the city that is supposed to be in the middle of the mountains. It was kind of sad and it was a view that stayed with us. We did feel a little sensitive to the air. We definitely felt a bit dizzy and our eyes would hurt from time to time. Our throat would also scratch a little bit. It was also very sad to see that a lot of the people did not care about the warning and they carried on with their daily life without wearing a mask and protecting themselves. The weirdest thing about the pollution is that it made the sun appear like this perfect red sphere in the sky, a color that I've never seen before, and it did create beautiful sunsets, but 100% unnatural. But let's get back to the fun stuff. As soon as we arrived in Chiang Mai, we were starving. So the first thing that we did was try the famous Khao Soi, which was incredible. It's a traditional dish from northern Thailand. Chiang Mai was very small and walkable compared to Bangkok. So we were very happy to just be a little bit more independent in choosing our destinations. As always, we started with the temples on the first day. We were staying in the old town of Chiang Mai inside the walls, but it was a 20-minute walk to reach the outside of the wall that also had some beautiful temples. The temples here were definitely different than the ones in Bangkok. There is no comparison to be made. They felt more cozy and welcoming. There was also this one very old temple, almost in ruins, that we really enjoyed. Something new compared to what we had seen so far. Chiang Mai has a really cool Sunday night market, which passed right on the street in front of our hotel. We grabbed some food at the market, some drinks, mango smoothie as always. I ordered the spiciest papaya salad, which I wasn't able to finish. We arrived in Chiang Mai 3 days before the beginning of the Songkran, which is the water festival. So the streets were quite busy and everyone was getting ready for the celebrations in the following days. The following day, we woke up pretty early and got ready for our first tour outside of the city. We booked a morning tour that was going to bring us at the Wat Doi Suthep temple, which was located on top of the mountain. Before heading to the temple, we arrived at the Doi Pui Hmong Hill tribe village. It was this kind of ghost-like village that had a beautiful farmer's garden. We got to try some dried fruit. I bought a bag of dried mango and a bag of some delicious macadamia nuts. Yeah, it wasn't the best tour, but overall I'm happy I saw the temple. That was very beautiful, and there were also some local celebrations and traditional dances going on. After getting back from the temple, we tried a restaurant that Simona found. It looked very unassuming from outside, but we decided to give it a try, and I'm so happy I did. I got the best pork noodles ever, and their basil summer rolls were also really good. It was just a very authentic spot with good Northern Thai food. We then decided to take a walk outside of the walls, walk along the canal. We also took a stroll inside this super authentic market. We were definitely the only tourists in there, but it was such a unique experience, and Simona found this very special sauce that she wanted to bring home.
Stai facendo un video?
And then we finally took our first tuk-tuk to get home. We got some food in the best vegetarian place ever, and then we stayed out for a drink, but we didn't choose the best bar, so it ended up being a little boring. Anyway, we had to get up early the next day, so we were very happy to call it an early night. This one was probably the best day ever on the entire trip because we finally went to the elephant sanctuary. We chose the Elephant Freedom Village, and in my opinion it was quite ethical. We didn't do anything that the elephants didn't want to do, but they did tell us that they are forced to chain them at night just because otherwise They might run around and they might hurt themselves. I was very surprised that we ended up going deep into the mountains to see the elephants. The elephants that we met that day were 5, including 2 baby elephants and only 1 male. We put on some crazy outfits that apparently the elephants are used to. We started with feeding the elephants bananas and bamboo sticks, and we learned that this for them is basically candy. And then we started going on a walk with them towards the waterfall where we swam with them. Also, we played some games with them, and I didn't know that their little trunk is basically like a hoover. They were all so gentle and so funny as well. Right after they got out of the waterfall, since they have really sensitive skin, they needed to cover themselves with dirt once again, just to protect themselves from the sun.
Quella si sta grattando il sedere. The baby went, no one cannot go.
Ole.
Noi mangiamo formaggio da 2 settimane.
Ma io sto benissimo.
Mangiamo formaggio da 2 settimane.
Mi manca per We started our last day with a Western brunch. We changed hotel to be closer to the airport and avoid the general madness around the Songkran festival. After that, Simona and I split one last time. She booked a cooking class for that afternoon. I'm not a big cooking fan, so I know that for me that would have been very stressful. It is our last day in Asia. I'm by myself right now because Simona is currently doing a cooking class. And to me, cooking is like the devil, so I decided to not go. There was never a plan for me to go, actually. So this morning we changed hotels because there is going to be a really famous festival in Chiang Mai tomorrow. It's starting tomorrow and it will last until Monday, I believe. It's called Songkran and it's supposed to be something like the New Year. We decided to change hotel just to be closer to the airport in case the roads get blocked and we cannot move around. So yeah, this morning we enjoyed some time at the pool. They have a rooftop pool. When Simona left, I went to check out a really nice cafe nearby. I ordered too much food, but I really wanted to try something that they were recommending, and they came in like a very big portion, so now I'm overdosed with sugar. I probably had the best lemon tea of my entire life. So I spent some time there just updating some people. I journaled, which I haven't done much on the trip. Now I really want to go and check the big shopping plaza that we have basically in front of our hotel. Also, our flight has been randomly changed. Luckily, it has been anticipated, but we didn't receive any notification. My friend booked it and she just saw the new time whenever we had already checked in this morning. Yeah, now we have an even longer layover and our total journey will definitely be 24 hours, if not over. I only am realizing what we have done and the places we've traveled to now because it's really coming to an end right now. It's really the final moments and I'm also by myself, so it hits me. And I'm really happy that we did this trip and everything went so smooth. We only have this one night left and then the travel day tomorrow, and then we'll be back in Berlin. But I can honestly say that up to now it kind of exceeded our expectations. I came into the trip with a completely open mind. I have never been to Asia before, and unfortunately I do also have some stereotypes ingrained in my mind. Everything exceeded my expectation in terms of people. They were the best part together with the food, but people, are extremely nice. We got used to the hot weather pretty fast as well, so we never felt sick because of that. We never got insolation. Is that how you say it? When you stay for too much in the sun. We dealt pretty well with it. We just had pretty bad sunburns on our scalps. So the past few days, literally our scalp skin has been coming off in pieces. That's pretty disgusting, but now we're okay. We never got food poisoning so far. I'm just so proud of my stomach. What I immediately learned as soon as we landed in Singapore was that, wow, the world really is, in this day and age, it is reachable. If you want it, you can really get anywhere. I always had this thing in my mind where, I don't know, the other continents were just so far away, so impossible to get to them, that the world would be completely different on the other side. I don't know, I wasn't scared, but I was curious, and at the same time, it always felt like this dream, but almost as if it couldn't be real. And now I got here, and it's the first time that finally I experienced such a different culture, and I really, really wanted that. And now that I did, and I felt so comfortable all of the time, I have proof that I am an adaptable person. I have my limits, but I do think that I adapt pretty quickly. And also that if I want to, I can go whenever I want and I will be okay. And again, if I want to, I can just buy a flight ticket and go to the next faraway place and experience the next very far away from mine and different culture. So this was the biggest lesson. It was just this realization. I felt this when I went to Canada, and that was the first time I left Europe, but I was still very much in my comfort zone. This felt like the longest journey I've ever had, also because on the other side of the 13-hour flight, there was a completely new world, and it really felt like traveling around the globe. I did it, and I really want to do it again, more and more, as much as possible. Alright, now I'll try to get to the shopping center. I just browsed some vintage shops, looked for some cool items, and also completed the list of gifts to bring it home. We left the day after we had one last swim. We booked a cab to the airport, and that was it. That was the end of our travels. We had a layover in Singapore. Our flight had both a delay and a gate change. I slept almost the whole 13 hours back to Berlin, and just like that, we were back to normal life.